everyone, I'm Genie, and today I'm gonna be bringing Gwent to you guys because I am playing quite a lot of this game. And guys, as you can see, I have a lot of scraps, right? I could build a lot of decks apparently because I'm, as you can see right here, pioneer, because I started from the beta, right? And so I guess I deserve a lot of scraps because all my cards from my past cards, they were all milled, right? They were turned into scraps because apparently they changed the system. I don't complain. I'm not gonna complain of that at all. So I'm gonna start with one of my favorite ways to play, right? One of my favorite type of characters, which are the dwarves, right? Amazing little individuals. I love them. All right, so how does this deck works, lads? It's actually very simple. This is a deck that we focus on trying to make our game work, right? We have some things to try to answer our opponent's threats, but we don't really play like that. We play in a very synergistic way with our board, right? This is a deck that relies a lot on you placing your cards at the right place at the right time. This is about that. This is not really a removal deck. This is not really a deck that tends to ping a lot of your enemy movements. We do have Dwarf Berserk, but that's pretty much it. And we have Yarpen Zigrin to try to deal some damage. So here we have Zoltan Warrior, right? Because we have the option. This is a very versatile card. If you were playing a Dwarf deck, we can either get two Rowdy Dwarves, which are these little guys right here, or if we play him on the melee, or we can get a boost to all the Rowdy Dwarves on the field if we play him on the ranged lane. We have Munro, Bruys. God damn, I'm gonna butcher these names. God damn it, I'm not North American, don't blame me. So we can transform those Rowdy Dwarves into Dwarf Berserkers, which pretty much they sacrifice one armor to ping their one unit off at random of your opponents and deal one damage because of that. We have Justice. I'm gonna call Justice because I don't know how to read this thing. I'm not gonna try. This is my first video back to this game. Give me a break, all right? And this card helps us in a very simple way. We're gonna be getting a body, like a 5 power body, right? Which is gonna have shield, so it's the first source of damage is gonna be negated. It's gonna be denied, right? Let's put it that way. And we're gonna be able to choose from our deck one bronze dwarf, right? Which is very nice. We can translate into a lot of power because we have Mahakam Guard, right? And this one, it's very easy for this deck to flood our board. Another very important card is Xavier Moran, right? Because if we put him on melee, he's gonna be buffing himself and unstoppable, right? He's gonna keep buffing himself, boosting himself turn after turn. So this is a card that needs to be dropped early, right? If you intend to win or pressure a lot a set round, you need to drop him as one of the first cards you drop him. That's pretty much how it works. Another card that works similarly is Gabor Zigrin, right? Because we can either give him resilience, right, with the deploy on melee, or we can give him immunity if we put him on ranged. And why immunity, you might say? Why not every time resilience? Because if we play him on the third round, for instance, and last round, immunity is very decent. It's very good because it means that this guy is never going to get removed, right? This guy is never going to get removed. And if you have him on board, every time you play a dwarf, he's going to be boosted by 1. So he can get pretty goddamn big. Besides that, we have cards that relies on armor, right? Like Yarpen Zigrin. So we have cards to synergize with that as well. Another very important card is Oneiromancy, because we can play pretty much any card in the deck. So this card is pretty much insane. I don't see myself not running this card in a lot of decks. I think, like, because we play him and then it has echo, right? It has echo, meaning that we're gonna play him on one round, and then on the following round I'm gonna be getting this card again. So I'm gonna be able to, you know, choose whatever card I'm gonna play every time from two different rounds, which is actually insane in my opinion. It costs a lot of provision, but that's a price not that hard to pay at all. So as I said, in this deck we have some synergies with Rowdy Dwarf, right? We need Zoltan sometimes to do that. We have Paulie Dahlberg, right? Because this card is more of a, sometimes our units are going to be moved when we don't want them to be moved, so we can move them back. Or in this, he gets 2+2 armor for an allied unit as well. So this is a very well-rounded card. It's 6 for 6 provision, so very nice, right? And the provision is something that we use to kind of know what cards are we gonna put in this deck, in the decks, right? So for those of you who don't understand, like every card has a provision, and then this provision is gonna be used for us to build a deck. Otherwise, we would only put very busted OP gold cards, right? And would never play bronze dwarves like this one, for instance. So yeah, one more thing that I should explain. I have Lacerate because I'm facing a lot of decks that goes very wide on board, right? If you're facing something that is more pinpoint type of boost, type of decks, then you may remove this and you may put something else, something like Garrots, for instance. Works very well to remove only one card that is very boosted. So this is a tech choice. You can change it if you want. We have Iron Falcon because, you know, gives +2 armor. It's very good with Dwarf Berserker, and it's very good with Yarpen Zigrin because Yarpen Zigrin deals 3 damage when we deploy him, and then a barricade. Barricade meaning that if he has armor, he's gonna use that armor, he's gonna lose that armor, and turn it into boost, and it's gonna count towards our score, right? Which is very important though. So that's why we have some cards that provides armor, like Paulie, for instance. And another important finisher, and this is gonna be the last card that I'm gonna explain, is since we have so many cards to flood our board with dwarves, right? Mahakam Guard is very, very nice to have because often, seriously, very, very often, every time you drop this guy, he's gonna be at the very least a 9 power card. Usually it's 10 because usually I plan very, very nicely, and he comes out to be a 10. And on top of that, we can play another one because we can fish for another bronze dwarf if we have this card. So he can get extremely big very, very fast, right? So I think I explained pretty much everything. Let's go for the freaking games, because god damn it, I love dwarves. If you would like to see more gameplay of Gwent, tell me in the comment section down below. I'm probably going to be uploading more videos because I'm liking the game quite a lot. I'm not going to lie to you. If I feel like it, I'm probably going to be uploading more videos of Gwent. So subscribe to the goddamn channel. Like the goddamn video. We have a Discord community as well. Goddamn Discord community. Goddamn nice people there. So just hop in. Link in the description. Let's go for the game, guys. If you would change anything in the deck, let me know. Like I said, I came back to the game like in 3 days ago, so I'm still learning a lot of things. Like there are a lot of different types of cards and and that's the beauty of this game, a lot of different type of decks that I can build that I didn't really think about yet. So yeah, let's go for that. See ya. All right, so okay, so against monsters he's playing Blood Scent, which is bleed, which is very hard for us to deal with. I feel like I'm not going to be using the mercenary right now. Okay, that's more like it. I think all the rest is very much fine. Okay, the rest is fine. I think Xavier is like, this guy gets the most value when he is played on turn 1, in my opinion, because it's when we have 10 cards, so he's going to get buffed and buffed and buffed and buffed. If he wants to make him bleed, that's fine. As long as he has armor, he's still gonna be boosting himself up. Okay, as I expected. He's just pretty much negating the bleed. I think I'm going for a Zoltan here. And then I'm gonna go for Munro. Yeah. Okay. This is a very nice. This is a very good play. It's a good play. I'm gonna go for Munro. He's gonna be able to bleed 1 more card of mine. Okay, fair enough. He's gonna bleed 1 more. Yeah, he picked the right one. Okay. Fair enough. So, as expected, I'm gonna go for Munro, and I'm gonna start damaging his units. I'm not really worried too much because power-wise, I'm winning. Expect him to pass, really. If he doesn't pass, I'm gonna be using a tactical advantage on the following turn to force him. He didn't pass. Alright. Very nice. Okay. So I'm gonna be going for a Dwarf Berserker. And I'm gonna be buffing this Berserker. So he doesn't die because of the bleed. And he's still gonna be taking damage quite a lot. Actually, I'm gonna force him to pass, honestly. That was kind of misplay. I was intending to play that card first. I wasn't intending to play the power. Regardless of what he's gonna do here, I'm gonna pass. He should pass as well, by the way. Like, the only play that makes sense right now is for him to pass. That's the only play that makes sense. He didn't pass. Awesome. That's great for me. All right. It actually is. And he's using his power as well. That's fine. He's gonna be losing 3 health from his units every turn. I don't think he can come back from that. Like, that's 20 power he needs to fight. That's 20 power advantage that I have. It's really unlikely that he comes back from this, unless he, you know, expends 3 cards or so. And he intends to do it. Interesting. Okay. Alright. It's so risky, dude. This guy's playing so goddamn risky. Alright. But I think that was a misplay, by the way. Like, he should have passed. Long time ago. When I used my power, he should have passed. He just now realized he can't really go for that. He can't really win this round. Okay, so the best outcome win for me. Like, he's probably very much a beginner, I suppose. But I mean, I started playing, I came back to the game not so long ago, so... Not like I'm a pro or anything. As you can see, misplays happens quite a lot. I think I'm not going to be using tempering right now. That's better. So, one thing I feel like doing is making him suffer. I don't think I'm gonna be going out without a fight right here. I really want to make him use a lot of resources to win this one. I don't want it to go free. And I think I have the resources to make him do that, so might as well. Nice. That, I don't mind that happening. I'm gonna start off with this. I'm gonna be buffing the Berserker. I'm gonna be playing the Berserker in the following turn. The sad part is that he's probably gonna be dying because of bleeding. Because right now I don't really have ways of buffing him. Health-wise, right? And the bleed goes through the health. So that's something I need to keep in mind. Okay, fair enough. I'm gonna be going for the Berserker already. That's why I love dwarves, guys. They are always so freaking goddamn happy. Always happy. Okay. Thankfully I didn't keep Lacerate. I didn't even draw it, I suppose. I'm gonna be using the Mahakam volunteers already. Now, what are my bronze dwarves? I have only 2. Okay, I'm probably gonna be using the mercenary then. I'm going all in on this round, I guess. I really want to make him use all his resources. I think I can outmuscle him. I really do. I don't really need to use this though. At least not right now. Like, one cool thing I can do is go for Zoltan's company, and then I can go for Mahakam Guard twice. I'm gonna do that, because this guy is gonna die, right? Or at least once. Never mind. I thought I had 2 more spaces. Living and learning, lads. Living and learning. But the odds of him not killing another unit, I think it's pretty unlikely. Like, he has bleed. He should be killing 1 more unit at least, I guess. With the bleed, right? Or that. That works as well.
Be not afraid. This will only hurt.
Right, as I expected. I will have enough time to play and to wait for this to die and play Mahakam Guard again. And he's kind of outliving his usefulness, this Dwarf Berserker, because his armor is, you know, ending. Okay. So close. He's making 1 more bleed. If I play this, I'm gonna be forcing him to play another card, right? Is it worth it though? I think it's not worth it. I think it's better for me to not play the Mahakam Guard, because I'm not gonna be able to catch up for this. Yeah, I'm gonna pass. He used enough resources. He is 1 card behind already. So this should be good enough, I guess. And all this, by the way, guys, is because he didn't pass on the first turn when I misplayed. So, you know, try to see when your opponent overcommits, like I did. Like I wasn't supposed to use my Mahakam Forge. I wasn't supposed to use that, right? I was supposed to only use my card advantage for going first. So try to figure out when your opponent kind of misplays in that regard, and you're gonna be just fine. I think going for Mahakam Guard here is a stretch. I think Dwarven Chariot is not good either. That's phenomenal. Okay. I should have enough here to win this, I suppose. Because he's 1 card behind. And he's gonna go first. So if everything goes right, I should be able to win this. Because I have Zoltan Chivalry as well. But perhaps I should use Gabor, right? How many dwarfs do I have in my hand? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5. So he's gonna become a 10, and this translates into 8. So this is gonna be a more powerful play than going for Zoltan Chivalry. Yeah, so that's obviously what I'm gonna do here. I'm gonna go for Uniromancy. I'm gonna be getting Gabor, and I'm gonna be playing him here. So I give him I give him immunity, all right? Because I'm not gonna be buffing him regardless, so might as well. Alright, so the way I would like to play this, I'm gonna go for Justice right now, and I'm gonna be buffing Zigrin, I suppose. However, one interesting thing that I can do, I can move him later if I want to. Like, I can move Gabor, right? And I can pull a Mahakam Guard, right? The one that I didn't use earlier. I can pull him. And then I'm gonna have a lot of dwarfs, so he's gonna get buffed quite a bit. Because I'm gonna be able to pull Gabor when he's safe. Because I'm gonna have enough time to do that. I intend in using Paulie and Justice, right? Like Novigradian Justice last when he doesn't have any more cards to play. That's a very big unit though, not gonna lie to you. But we can deal with this, no problem. We can deal with this, no problem. Bleeding. Alright. You have only 1 vampire though, right? I don't have any bleeding with me. Oh, this is not even a vampire, so that's a very weak play. Okay, so I'm gonna be going for Yap for Zigrin right here. I'm gonna be damaging this one. Like, any of these would be fine. It would not make a difference. Damage by 6. Ah, that hurts a bit. That kind of hurts a bit. But it's gonna be fine overall. He doesn't have any more anything else to play. Oh, I can't move Zigrin. Alright, interesting. It's still gonna be enough though. No problem. This is a very strong play to be going for. I can't target him as well because of the immunity status. Alright, interesting. Okay, pretty cool, pretty cool. Good game. Alright.